Hi, I'm Derek Sadubin at GBTA and welcome to you to the GBTA broadcast studio here at GBTA APAC. I'm delighted to be joined here by Marten Jagers, Vice President APJ at Emburse. Marten, welcome. What are the biggest challenges travel managers and finance leaders are trying to solve for right now?
Yeah, thanks, Derek. First of all, thanks for the opportunity and great to see you again. A lot of the actual problems are not necessarily new in the way we look at how do travel managers and finance people look to solve. And so we think about things like cost pressures. That's an elevated one right now because of everything that's happening around the world. So that's definitely something that's top of mind. We think about visibility control. So how do we gain greater visibility earlier? And we'll talk a bit about that hopefully. But also traveller experience. How do we deliver a unique and delightful travel experience that then also supports what the business is looking to achieve when it comes to budget, compliance, risk, traveller duty of care and things like that. Yeah. So how do we deliver that holistic solution? So as travel and finance managers, we're really thinking about how do we solve for all of that today.
Yeah. There's been a lot of talk about this connected travel. What does that actually mean in practice?
Yeah, the way I like to think about it, it is just one seamless connected workflow. At the moment, we still see silos. All right, we've got travel over here, we've potentially got payments over here, and we've got expense over here and reconciliation. So the question is, how do we bring that all together in one seamless workflow to start to deliver on? How do we get access to the information and the visibility earlier in the cycle so we can start to make better decisions? So that's the way that we think about it. And that does take an ecosystem of partners. A lot of partners who have the same vision about how do we actually deliver incredible value to our mutual clients. And that's where I think travel managers and finance managers have the real benefit today. There's a lot of partners that want to bring all this together for them in that one seamless workflow.
Okay. So what do you feel or see as the biggest opportunity for innovation in our sector and business travel over the next, say, 2 years?
Yeah, this is a really good question because I think AI is definitely flooded the market. And the question is ultimately for travel and finance manager, what is AI in our space? Yeah. And the way that I like to think about it is if we're making decisions post the fact, right, whether that's a traveller decision, whether that's a manager decision, or whether that's a budgetary finance decision, it's too late. So I think when we think about innovation is how do we start to get that connected data set together earlier so we can make smarter decisions. So whether that's a traveller who is going to go to, for example, Brisbane to Singapore, and I need to make a decision on what carrier I go on, what hotel I stay at, and there's been great discussions here at the event around, well, that's 2 vendors and 2 booking experiences, but I will catch 8 to 9 Ubers in that experience. We have to be able to bring all of that together in one live experience so I can make better decisions as a traveller. That's also within my best interest, it's in my company's best interest when we think about the compliance and the governance side of it, budget as well. And if I can get that live during the booking process or the actual payment process. So when I think about what technology and AI is coming together, it's actually getting that experience right. No longer is it submit it, someone might look at it, and then I put it through the finance, someone might audit it, and then we get to the budget and realize we spend too much. We want to get to the live experience of the booking process and the spend process when I'm during the trip, and if I can drive the right experience at that point, that's going to allow me to make better decisions. And so when I submit that claim, it's 100% within policy compliance, so therefore the manager is doing less work and finance is effectively already secured what the business is looking for, whether it's budget, the compliance, the risk elements, but it's live at the experience. Yeah. And I think that's where the ecosystem is coming together faster. Yeah. I think everyone wants to solve for that. And if anyone is sitting there today doing everything post-spend, that's where I'd see the opportunity for technology and the partner ecosystem to come together smarter for you to actually deliver a live experience for travellers.
Yeah, okay, so lots of exciting change ahead.
Yeah. I think that this is where AI is interesting and what it's allowing us to do. Like Emburse Expense Intelligence powered by AI is allowing us to get to the front end of the decision faster. And we're actually putting it in the hands of the traveller now, right? And we're delighting that experience. We're not asking them to do more. We're actually technically asking them to do less. But when they do, there's a saying about how do we control the spend before it becomes an expense, right? And that's delighting the experiencer at the booking experience, at the spend experience, and then it flows through to the ecosystem. through to the finance system. And I think that piece is what everyone's searching for. Whether you're a travel management company, Uber for Business, had some great discussions with them this week around how do we actually ensure that those 8 transactions are bundled in with the air and hotel in a seamless manner, because 8 transactions versus 2 can create more work for an individual. How do we eliminate that work and ensure that the experience is exactly where it needs to be to ensure we get everything as an organisation that we need as well?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Marty. Thanks for joining us today. And thanks to you for joining us at the broadcast studio here at GBTA APAC. See you again soon.